the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jessy, Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taman.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taylor.
Hey, everybody, I am John Taman, and I am the world's worst podcast host, and I'm seriously considering cutting down that intro just a little bit. When you're listening to it on the podcast, it's not the video, it's a little bit long. So that's what I'm thinking right off the top of my head, because it saves me from having to think about yet another Commanders loss. Here we are again. It's not comfortable. There's a lot of ways that you can look at this loss. I prefer to look at it like this, but that's just me. Why don't we find out how Jessy would like to look at it? My good friend from Southeast Virginia, who I can't ever point at correctly because it's the same finger I got to use my mouse with so I can turn on his music. Oh, by the way, we have an orchestra here and an audience. Jessy Hartley. Jessy.
Jessy Hartley.
I know, man. Jessy Hartley, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Eight more work days, and I'm taking 2 whole weeks off.
Hey, now
Go watch the Dolphins romp us in Spain.
Well,
that's looking more and more likely, especially after what the Dolphins did this weekend.
Well, Scott gets to fluff my pillow, so I'll take the wins where I can.
I think that was more indicative of the Falcons than it was on the Dolphins.
I wish I could figure out the damn Falcons, but
I wish I could figure out the NFL. This week, okay, this week
very rich.
Hey,
it was.
I do want to say,
yeah,
Jessy can't figure it out. I'm hot right now, boys. I hit four bets on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
I was pretty good. I was pretty good on Sunday too. Not very good last night, but Sunday I was on it. Not for the 4:00 slate. The 1 o'clock.
The women in Southeast Virginia are very sad that you were not on it at 4:00.
You had to watch the Cowboys.
What can I say?
Mm-hmm. You had to listen to Tony Romo talk about the tushy pushy, which I have clipped out, but that's for Friday, and I think I'm going to call it a new segment for the NFL this week in gay football. And we're going to play things like Tony Romo talking about the tushy pushy, as he calls it. But we're not going to get off track here. We're going to have to talk about this game last night, and we're going to talk about it right now. I've heard a lot of people that are out there. Oh, but you know what? Before we do that, I forgot. God dang it. We introduced Jessy. I'm trying my best to not be the worst podcast host in the world, but I just can't help myself. Down here on the bottom right, our good friend, Scott Hartley. Now, Scott, first off, how are you today, man?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, it's nice that it's an hour earlier because our clocks changed forward this weekend. So it's great that I'm sitting here at 9:30 rather than 10:30. And
there you go.
I got a really nice mug off my wife that says basically I support 2 teams, Washington and whoever beats Dallas. So
there you go.
Thanks for that. So,
that's very cool. As you can see, we have our chat over here on the right-hand side coming up the screen. Nice to see you, James Bell. Anyway, Scott, now, we've talked in the past about your affiliations with the entertainment industry, right? Of course, we all knew that you were a founding member when you were a child of the Flying Hartleanies. You were a member of Snot Fartley. We've all seen the album. You were a Teletubby, as I recall.
True. That's true,
right?
Yeah.
Your forays into show business didn't stop there. Now, I don't know if anybody knew this or not, but Scott is quite the dancer. Isn't that true?
No, not exactly.
That's not what it says here. I'm telling you what. Now, here's Scott. He's on Star Search. He's over there on right. Well, that didn't quite work out, but I understand that fellow on the far left had a thing for you. So,
well,
then
that's Curtis. There is
moved to the classics, and he became with the London Ballet.
That's too big, John.
No, I think Karen met him. That's when Karen met him, and she's been sorely disappointed ever since. And then his career, of course, tanked, and he ended up in one of those stupid art troupes called the Mudlings, and there he is there.
Does he have pants on? Fucking pants.
I'm worried about his hands. Jesse looked at his pants.
Who knows? You Europeans. So, Scott, one of these days we're going to have to get some video of you dancing.
No, you won't catch me dancing. That's for sure.
He's retired.
I've retired. Yeah, I've got two left feet. That's about it. Yeah.
All right, and of course, over there at the bottom is Max. Welcome back, Max. Max hasn't been here for quite a while.
It's been 3 weeks. You
Well,
know what happened?
I'll tell you what. That's what happens when you violate your fucking parole, man. You got to.
Thanks, Dad. Don't be keeping that private.
You can't duck the PO's phone call, Max. Come on.
That's it.
I haven't been on the show in 3 weeks, and we've lost 3 straight games. So I'm hoping I'm reversing the trend.
I hope so. How's that electronic tag teaching you? Is it okay?
Every time I go to work, it starts to hurt my ankle. So.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. There's ways to look at this game, which is always kind of funny to me within our fan base, because you folks out there, not a one of you thought we could win, except Les Briesbach. I'm not sure how you say his name, but I read his names all the time. He was ready to win, but nobody thought we could win this game. Am I right? Is there anybody thought we could win this game?
Not
and
anybody
here we
with
are,
a sense of, any sense whatsoever.
right? But yet here we are the next day, and people are like about all this shit. It's like, God damn it, you knew it was going to happen. Now what are you crying for? Anyway,
I've seen people say that DQ has a short leash.
Oh man, I want
And
people.
those people are idiots.
I want people. To
Yes,
stop with this
fans are
stupid-
idiots, but
Yeah, fans are
that
stupid.
is just the idiots. Like,
We all know that. The one thing that I'm tired of hearing is that we should shut the season down and put Jaden on ice. Shut up. All right, so we're gonna go first fast thoughts around the room, considering really all you really want, whatever you want to talk about. But based on last night's football game, we will start with Jesse.
Yeah, I'm slightly encouraged. We all knew we were not going to win this game, but we saw some good things out of this team last night.
Scotty.
Better, but not quite there yet, John.
All right. What about you, Max?
we ran out of gas.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's a tale of two halves, and it certainly was. I sound like Troy Aikman. Well, there's two halves in the game, and once you finish the second one, well, the game's over.
Well, you got 4 quarters there.
I'll say it's more like Pat Mahomes was Pat Mahomes in the second half.
Yeah, in the second half he was.
And then I mean, he's DQ said it last, before going towards the game. He was saying it's the second play in the play. That's what kills you. And that's what Pat Mahomes is so good. I mean, he has to be, if not the best quarterback ever to live, the second best quarterback ever.
He has the best movement of a quarterback in the pocket that I've ever
you know
seen.
what, though? When he walks off the field, he walks off like some fucking little 6-year-old at the pool. Some little girl.
If I see this one more time, I want to shoot
walking around, man.
Yeah.
It's funnier than shit watching him walk off the field. But
he,
I will say this about him. I have never seen in my life, including, and I've seen lots of quarterbacks that have gone on to the Hall of Fame, man, but never one that got in there as fast as he has, that has cemented his spot as fast as he has.
Yeah.
He's 7 straight championship games, 3 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, so, losing to him, like I said, everybody knew it was going to happen. So quit your crying about it happened.
I mean, I'm proud that we didn't give up 30 fucking points, to be honest with you.
It was close. It was close.
No, close only counts unless you're playing horseshoes or hand grenades. So I'm going to take the wins. I'm going to take the wins where we get them.
That first half the first half was so promising. We were able to move the ball, and that defense. You said it best. Spagnuolo looks like a ferret, but Spags is a defensive coordinator that is one of the best coordinators to ever be in the game, and we were able to make this team look like a fool for 2 quarters.
Yeah. We just, I think
I wouldn't go quite
Jaden
But
I think if Jaden was playing, we'd have definitely scored some more points.
I think so.
That's the first time in 25 games we've scored less than 18 points, by the way.
Yeah, well, we definitely made our own mistakes. We made our own bed.
Yeah.
And I think that's where probably most of the people are coming off with being as upset as they have been. Of course, people have no goddamn sense. They're going to be pissed off about it no matter what, right? But we did. We beat the crap out of Patrick Mahomes in the first half. The defense did. They knocked him around. They knocked him down. They beat him up.
Martin, man. Woo.
Even in the second half, they were
Kinlaw. Woo.
Right. And in the second half, Patrick Mahomes came out and said, "You know what? I'm Patrick Mahomes, and you're not." And fucking, he was lights out. But look, we had a couple of balls bounce our way. Bobby Wagner got an interception, right? Yeah. So,
and even
slightly encouraging.
We forced a fumble in the second half that hit Marshawn Lattimore in the hands, and he couldn't corral it, and it bounced right back to Xavier Worthy. That's the type of play that for me was when, all right, put the feet back up.
Yeah. Now Lattimore's interception, that was pretty.
That was fucking awesome.
That was perfect.
But Lattimore, the entire game, I mean, he was the highest rated defensive player in the game last night.
Did you guys hear the commentary when Joe Buck said that was only the second time he's ever thrown a back shoulder fade in his career for Mahomes?
Where the hell did they get a stat like that?
I don't know, but he said last week was the first one.
Some fucking guy in the booth goes, "Yeah, whatever, say it. Go ahead, Joe." Yeah, he's the number 2 in history in back shoulder fade passes that hit below the second stripe of the sleeve. You know that, Troy? Troy looks like, well, you know there, Joe. That motherfucker looks more and more like a horse the older he gets.
The team looked ready to play.
It did.
Yeah, and it started well. We've been asking for a quick start for all season.
Yeah. Yeah.
It did. I mean, Debo's mistake was
the ball hit him in the face. Kelsey did the same thing.
He turned his head and he was like, "Oh shit, I got room," and he did. He had at least 5 yards and maybe more.
That was a drop he had later, but the interception, it just hit him right in the face, man. It hit him right in the eye.
He turned his head.
He turned his head. It went right through his hands.
Did he do that twice? He turned his head twice because he did it later in the game too. But the same thing happened to Travis Kelsey 3 possessions later.
Well, I don't care about that.
People get, sometimes they get excited, but unfortunately, it happened to us last night. And when we were,
that's what I want to get into, James.
Like, we were moving the ball all over them, all over that really good defense. And we had 190 yards in the first half of offense and only had 7.
Bad luck interception. Debo makes a freaking bonehead mistake like that.
Yeah.
The calls from the refs, James Bell wants to know what we think of some of the calls from the refs.
Unreal. They were ridiculous.
They didn't flag us very much in the first half.
They were agreed. There were egregious calls on a lot of things missed as well. So, for example, the Kelsey long run, it's clear PI there. There's clear holding as well.
Okay.
There is, but my thing with that though is it was both ways.
I get that.
So, if they're gonna let them play, great. As long as because the Chiefs had 9 penalties, we had 3.
Yeah,
so,
about that.
There's studies that the Chiefs get more calls than anybody. But
studies by fucking Bill's got people up at the University of Buffalo.
Let me find out. See.
But when Troy Aikman's sitting in the booth saying, "Oh, they're going to protect this quarterback," it's ridiculous.
Oh, well, we know that though. They try to protect the quarterbacks, period. But they always do. They call for Patrick Mahomes all the time. I will say this: I will give credit to the Commanders in the first half. Jeremy Reeves fucking lit him up, or was it Quan Martin? Lit him up right there as he was getting ready to try to go out of bounds. And you guys have heard me say this 100 times on this show. He's either going to get himself walloped or he's going to get somebody else killed because he does that little fake right at the sidelines, knows they're going to pull up, and then he'll run around in front of and Reeves nailed his ass, stopped him from getting that first down. I think it was on the first drive. Reeves in the first half, he was all over flying around, man.
Yeah, they all were. They all were hitting hard, and I think even Mahomes said it in his post game press conference. He was like, they were ready to play, and we did not match their intensity.
Yeah, well, halftime Andy Reid goes in, has himself 20 or 30 fucking hot pockets, and that dude gets some ideas. So he comes out and changes things up, and
Another thing that I appreciate and is somewhat encouraging is, they came out, they said that they were going to self-scout, and they made some changes, and wasn't huge changes or anything like that, but they did tinker around. They had Jordan McGee on the field more. They had Tyler Owens out there a little bit more.
He made a key mistake.
In sense, we were running a 3-3-5.
Yeah, well, you could only do much, but they could only do so many changes, but you saw them do it, and they're trying to work at it. They're trying to solve some of the problems. And I thought overall, again, I was thinking this was going to be a 40+ points a game.
So are most people. I tell you what, when you talk about those guys coming out there playing, there was a play Tyler Owens missed, the one little flare out to Kelsey. Mm-hmm. In our chat, I thought Quan, just didn't have enough eyes because he was getting block for the fucking, he was coming in on a blitz. And then Kelsey just let him go. And instead of thinking about it, he went straight at Mahomes and he flared it out, and Kelsey ran for like 40 yards. But it was not him. It was fucking Tyler Owens took the wrong way to go and didn't flare out with him.
That's a young player's mistake.
I think most of the big plays they had were busted plays.
Yeah.
Stuff that wasn't really planned. Like you said, the second play.
They were showing on the broadcast. He had 4, 6, 8 seconds to throw the ball. And I'm sorry, even the best corners aren't going to be able to guard you for 8 seconds.
No.
So
no, not at all.
It's 3 seconds in, and you're, crossing your fingers. I mean, like the best corners, you just can't cover that long because all they're playing backyard ball at that point. They're just trying to find a way of it. Or routes are out the fucking door, and Pat Mahomes is the absolute best in the world in history at making something happen after that. So again, I know everybody's doom and gloom. I'm encouraged with what we saw because we did see some changes out there, and they did come out ready to play both on offense and defense. We just couldn't. They're just a better team than us, Let's face the facts from top.
3
to
Super
bottom.
Bowls in a row, right, Max? Is that what you said? Last 6 championships. Yeah. So
for us to hang in that long with them, okay. I let's build off that and keep it going.
And the fact of the matter is, and then Scotty, I'm going to throw something down to you because you've been so polite, just sitting there.
No, it's okay.
Well, Wayne, dude, you got an extra hour before you have to go to bed tonight, man. You might as well jump on in here. You should be wide awake.
It's a party, dude. You can fucking party an extra hour longer.
There you go. I wasn't feeling it when it was 3:30 this morning. Going, fuck, I just watched that shit.
Throw on some goddamn Gloria Estefan and get started there,
dude. The fucking hair, man.
The 80s was a wild time on it.
It was. I tell you what, there, Scotty. I would have liked to seen the Mudlings. Anyway, now I forgot what I was going to say. But okay, well, I'll just throw it down to you, Scott. You go ahead and pick it up now that I've fumbled.
I mean, looking at it overall, I was, as Jessy says, I was encouraged on how this defense started. I mean, we can get into the second half a little bit later on, but to go back into zone really pissed me off for a lot of the time because we were doing so well. As Max said, it was probably because we were gassed. We've got to talk about injuries as well, guys, because it is hitting us hard at the moment, the injuries, and it is we're really going to struggle. Kinlaw getting knocked up, getting a knock, and then not knocked up. That was something totally different. And then obviously Larry Tunsil as well, trying to. You could see him grimacing when he came back into the game. I was like, why is this dude even out here with a hamstring injury? Yeah, and then we've got to talk about Terry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jessy, were you right? Do you need to take your props now? Do you need to take a bow that they fall off at 30?
Yeah, I mean, but look, I liked Coleman. Came in and played very well. Coleman came in and played very well for Tunsil.
He did,
and he seems like a better tackle than a guard. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I felt like they had to go back into zone. You play man all game against Pat Mahomes, and that's just trouble. That's just trouble.
Not only that, but look at that. You look at their running backs, and there's nothing there special. But you go ahead and tell me Kareem Hunt and Pacheco one after another, one series after another, running straight into you. It's like I've always said: if you can run the ball, you run the ball. And I mean, that was an Aikman comment. If you can run the ball, by the time the fourth quarter comes along, you're watching Isaiah Pacheco run 8-10 yards a clip and close it out. Right?
Timestamp at 9:40.
You can run the ball. All right, got it.
Yeah. All right, Max, you got it because I want to make sure we cut that.
At the end of the game, I looked up and it was like just after 11, and I was like, "Damn, they freaking ran that second half out like that."
Well, even still, you can't if you run man to man against Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, and Xavier Worthy. I'm sorry, no.
That's a tough sledding right there, Bubba.
Look,
Well, I felt like most of the big plays that they got last night, though, were busted up. Like I said, it was or either busted up or missed something. Guys running free up the sidelines, wide the fuck open, right? You got Kelsey running up the sidelines because Owens doesn't go over there. You got guys that there's holes in zones, that are so big that I can't think. It's got to be a mistake somewhere. Mikey follows the wrong guy somewhere again, But again, how are you encouraged in the second half with how they were able to be beaten like that?
No, I mean,
I'm going to still say because listen, we knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We knew it. We were.
What do you think? What do you think of Cliff?
I'm fine with the game plan. I thought the game plan was well thought out of. And sometimes in the second half, you just got to keep plugging along. This was a great team from top to bottom. Offense.
I think going away from the run though, that because I mean,
I'm not sure if we had much of a choice.
I tell you, you have a couple of plays I think that really, really, really hurt us and set us back. Jalen Lane letting the ball go out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he had another key drop
on that same drive.
Right, that was just and there's the first down, and we have to give him the ball back. And the thing about the second half was they kept scoring. We couldn't hold them back. They just came out, scored. So at that point, you have to abandon it. You got to kind of get away from it. Yeah. So, as I always say, though, you got to establish the run. And I have people on social media arguing with me all the time. You can't do that because you can't. Well, this is why you do it, because look what happened to our defense that was playing so well in the first half. By the fourth quarter, they're just getting they're getting opened up and beat up, and even the guys that are making hits are getting dragged because they're tired of getting run into 25 times.
We still got to score. I mean, the offense has got to help out in that situation. And
absolutely,
that's where I thought Jaden could have really, really helped this team.
So how did you like Mariota? Let's grade.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help though, does it? When you got absolutely piss poor spots of the ball that then go to a video replay. I mean, that was egregious. Let's be honest. That was the first down all day.
So there's some misinformation about how that was done. It should have been a first down. But the video replay is only on the spot of the fucking. There's no microchip in the ball.
The officials spot the ball, and then they do the video based off of that.
Right.
It was awful.
We did get a bad spot. Ron at Indian Lake is here. Football is still football. Run the damn ball. You're right, and you see the results of them running the damn ball at us. And
run the damn ball, go 3 and out, and give Pat Mahomes the ball again. I mean, that's
right. Now he's the X factor, like you say, the second play. He's the guy that can take a good pass rush and turn it into something that you're all clustered in the middle trying to figure out.
I thought we had a really good pass rush last night.
Right, but he can leak out of it, and before you know it, holy shit, it's a 30-yard play. So defensively, I thought that they did a good job in the first half, really knocking him around, keeping him in the pocket. But once you start to let him get away with that, and it all boils down to that running game, even though it looked like it was ineffectual for them in the first half, by the second half.
Well, the biggest thing that he did, just keep in mind, we had Luvu as the spy, and he was able to move Luvu 6 yards just by looking to the left, and then he has the entire right side of the field to run. He is that good.
Yeah, you got to give him every freaking consideration.
Should we do butt pats and head smacks?
Not quite yet. I got some things here on the thing here. So Mariota, how did you like him? How did you think he did? I thought that the run plays to Mariota were completely sniffed out.
Yes. Yep. After the first 2 drives, we couldn't do it.
No, it's like, go ahead.
He took a really bad sack as well. So I was like, quite late on. Some very questionable decisions at times. The run, the trying to run over the top of hurdle someone. Just
Oh
don't
yeah,
want to
that
see
was
that.
that was.
I don't want to
was
see
doing
that.
there. No, that you're that close to having.
And then just weird decisions like, you're on fourth down and you absolutely gun the ball nearly out the fucking stadium. I'm like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
when
there
you
was a
need a
third
yard,
long.
or it was
Yeah.
third and long. Sorry,
Well,
John.
you
know, wait a
Zach Ertz is completely free in front of you.
I'm thinking of the one where he threw it to Terry up the sidelines.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
All right.
On that play, though, on that exact play, Zach Ertz is completely free in the middle.
I think
And
when
he
he
just
saw,
didn't see him. Just didn't see him.
what I think though is he saw Terry getting held and he threw the ball up trying to draw the hold.
Yeah, that was some bad camera work there.
And that's what I think happened because, like we saw, like when they did pan over, the defenders on the ground holding Terry by the ankles.
Right. When
So-
they finally got, right. And
Like-
so I was wondering what the hell happened there.
That's the only thing I can think of with that. And again, I'm not trying to make an excuse. It's just that might have been what was in his head at that moment: is get the free 5.
Who knows? Ian Lockhart says, "I wish they did." Wait, I can't read that; it's too small.
He said, "I wish they didn't. I wish they did." Bill not getting 40 yards cost me my parlay bet for 400.
Oh, he did. Oh, yeah, he cost me too. Son of a bitch.
He said, "P.S. I thought he played well. To be fair."
I mean, he did what he could with what he had. I would like to see when they're hitting in there like that. We got one run from Rodriguez that went nowhere. We got a couple of runs from, by the way, copyright John Taman, Bleeding Burgundy podcast, from big play Jeremy McNichols. And other than that, they kept trying with Bill, and they kept trying with Mariota. Split them up some. Give me that hammer that Rodriguez will give you. Give me that hammer that McNichols, big play Jeremy McNichols, copyright John Taman, Bleeding Burgundy podcast. Give him more than 4 carries, whatever he ended up with. I want to see him in there hitting for a series, and I want to see them try to establish it that way, and then you get what the Chiefs got, if you can hang tight with. Big question. If Jaden played last night, do you think we would have won, or you think we would have still lost, says James Bell. Does he throw the interception that bounces off of Devo's face?
I think we still lose. I think it's
I
just
think we still lose. I just think we
think
score a
still
little
lose.
bit more.
Yes, me too.
I think we're like 21-23 or something like that.
I mean, even if the Chiefs did exactly what they did and scored 28, I still think we'd score 21.
Yeah.
But the second half, I don't think a quarterback can help what happened in the second half.
2 fourth down conversions that we missed. One was was a bad spot to Ertz. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was a shorter, but does Jaden make that? Does Jaden's running style change how they were trying to run Mariota? Because Mariota looked like they were just doing sweeps. He just pull it down and start running over there. Like he got one good run like that against the Falcons, and I guess he thinks he can do it all again.
Well,
there was a couple where they
Mariota's really good at
the
zone reads, and he's good as those quarterback keepers.
Sure, but they were sniffing it out. They were knocking him down a yard or right at the line of scrimmage.
So you got to utilize Mariota's legs and what.
Sure,
what he's
I'm
good
asking
at,
you this: those fourth downs, does Jaden's legs make? I think
it very well could have been. Yeah.
All right. So if we can go into the half, I mean, let's figure we were moving the ball right every possession.
I think we go into half. I think we go into the half up 14-7 if Jaden's playing.
All right. 2 fourth down conversions and an interception that was a bad play. It was inside the 20-yard line. I'm thinking we could have gone up 21-7, and that might catapult things along. And maybe things are a little different in the second half. Who knows? So
definitely points left out there, though, John. Either way you look at it, there was definitely points left out on the field.
All right, so they went for it on fourth down a couple of times. Does that make a difference because there wasn't any Matt Gay in the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Because he was only there at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Do you think they got
to be honest with you,
right?
One of those fourth downs was like 50-something yards. So
I don't necessarily think the kicker mattered. I think that we knew they were going to be aggressive. They had to get sevens to win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he made his one extra point. He snuck
Quinn
it in.
said it in that first quarter interview with
Salters.
Salters, and said, we're living on the edge, man, but you got to when you're playing teams like this,
Yeah, away from home.
Living on the edge. My God. You know what? Please, ESPN, ABC, CBS, NBC, all of you fucking letter people, stop it with these stupid sideline interviews with the fucking coaches. They say nothing and waste time.
Well, so
let them coach.
The first turnover on downs, we were at the 40, which is a 57-yard field goal. And the second one, we're at the 28, which is a 45-yard field goal.
And what's his our kicker that we signed?
Matthew Wright. Now here's
we picked him up on the bus, fucking going to the game.
Yeah, I know. He was on the side. Now, somebody, Deuce put it up. I don't know if this is true or not, but he's an aerospace engineer with McDonald's.
Yeah, it's from Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed, is it?
Yeah.
He's played on like 5,000 teams.
Do you think it was because he would? All right, Lockheed's got big plants in St. Louis. They were able to get him from St. Louis to Kansas City that fast.
Sure,
easy. No doubt.
Got him in the phone book.
He
signed at 3:30.
They zoomed his fucking workout, man.
In an Uber.
I mean, that is not a joke. He signed for the team at 3:30.
Oh, I know.
He was elevated at 4 p.m.
What was wrong with Matt Gay? He's got a
back injury.
Back issue.
Are we sure he's all right? Did they cut that guy today? Or are we just going to wait and see any kickers that are closer to Washington?
There's loads out there. Jake Moody's free.
I'm sure there's some around the DMV that they can pick up.
He was kicking for the Bears last week.
Yeah, he beat us in Chicago.
Yeah, and then this week the Bears kicker came back, so he's been cut from the Bears.
Cairo Santos.
Moody's been shit for the past few years, though.
Yeah, he beat us.
They all do.
He also missed the field goal.
Beat us too.
Anyway,
all right. So the one thing I thought that Wright was he had one extra point that he snuck inside the right upright.
That was close too.
It was close, yes.
Close.
But then he had the two kickoffs and he dropped both of them nice and dirty down in there. And I thought that he did a pretty good job with that. Max, you got something that you had to here. Let me put this up here.
So
I found what that is, other than it looks like somebody's fucking science project.
So this is Ben Standing put this up today. He found it. It's the dynamic kickoff where we've been placing the balls on the kicks through week 8. So we're primarily kicking down here to the right side on the kickoff. We have some scattering. We have 2 of them out of the end zone. And then we've got these 4 dirty balls. Well, 5, but one of them was short. But the dirty balls are the big things right now.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. I'll tell you something. Everything comes and goes. I expect pubic hair to come back eventually. It's never left me.
It always does.
Wow. Loves a rug.
Is the wild man of the podcast. And how do I have that? Oh, there we are. All right.
Wild man.
No manscaped for me.
No manscaping. All right. Now what
other razors are available. There is no sponsorship on this.
That's right. That's right. So manscaping. Give us money.
You can associate Manscaped with rim jobs.
No, I wasn't. Well, now only you can associate that.
Now, sinister dark turn.
Can we just take this behind the scenes real quick of the Bleeding Burgundy podcast?
No, it's probably not a good idea.
Wait. My father's sitting at the house going blah, 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 into his mic so he can sound over that.
I had at least 4 tracks in that too.
If your windows are open, your poor neighbors.
Well, I mean, my neighbors are. I have had to tell neighbors in the past, there's nothing wrong. I'm just watching the game, or there's nothing wrong. I'm making a cartoon. There's nothing wrong.
Dave's back. I love Dave being here every time.
Dave sound like the Postal Brothers.
He always says Leicester. It's Leicester. It's Leicester Dave. I love it. He always says, "Hi, it's Dave from Leicester." Dave, you've been here for the last month. You're always welcome, mate.
All right. So, what did you see on defense last night that was positive? I mean, other than
Marshawn Lattimore.
Lattimore played a good.
He had a good game. He did.
The nice
pass rush. The pass rush. We
didn't know from home.
He did beat him up for a half.
Yeah, that was it.
But here's the thing about the pass rush: we didn't know what we would have. Or Armstrong is out. Wise is out. Jean Baptiste is out. We didn't know, and all of a sudden, hey, 2 sacks in one game.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Is there somebody on this podcast named John Taman that's been talking about Jacob Martin since the preseason? Yes, indeed.
We were at this.
He's my blood, man.
Man.
More power. Martin.
Shut up, Jesse.
I don't think Louisville made much of a difference at actually rushing the passer. He did very little.
He helped.
He was
He helped contain them in the first half.
In the first half, I thought think he contained him a little bit, and that helped out our pass rush, helped out Martin and Kinlaw and company get in there.
Well, there were a lot of times where the pass rush didn't sack him, but just beat the shit out of him, caused a bad throw. They hit him right at the throw, made the throw go awry. And they forced the throw that Lattimore intercepted. They forced a quick throw. They also forced the throw, I think, that went over the middle that Kelsey bobbled that old man Winter, he picked up. Wagner. Yeah, old man Wagner. He picked it up. So
it's Grandpa Simpson out there, everybody.
That's what he was doing out there. Hey, the ball's in the air. Anyway, on defense, I thought Amos played a decent game.
Yeah, he was good.
He gave up one.
Gave up one
play. Yeah. Or he had. It was.
Jeremy Reeves.
It looked like he was lost a little bit. Reeves definitely was awesome.
Speed like that is going to run you around, man. That's world class speed you got out there with Rice.
I'm afraid he's going to hurt himself, man, because when he hits, he comes in flying and does not give a shit.
No,
he's a special teams player,
and he got out of the car and ran away. I mean, he doesn't care about anything.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're talking about Amos. Well, I thought you were talking.
Dad!
I thought you were talking about Rushy Rice there.
Jesus Christ.
I got mistaken. I'm sorry. What am I going to do here? All right, let's do some butt pats and head slaps. Where's my thing here? God damn it. This thing moves them around all the time.
Head slap. Get out of here.
There it is.
Butt pat. Attaboy. Head slap. Get out of here.
Oh, and one more while I got this in my view.
Sit down and shut the fuck up. Shut up! Shut up! Sit the fuck down and shut up! Shut up and sit down. Will you shut up? Just sit your ass down here and shut up.
Respectfully said to the person that I was arguing with and a couple of other people today about we're not canceling the season and shutting everything down. No. You don't put Jaden on ice and say we're going to have to protect him because then you just put him on ice forever.
It's like fucking October.
It's football. It happens, right? Yeah, and if you
got put on ice this week,
players down now, then you tell every other player in the league that you're not serious about actually trying to win.
Yeah,
and then next year you're going, how come Adam Peters didn't sign anybody? Because they go, if Jaden's not perfect by week 9, the game's you're done.
If somehow we can get to 500 by December, we can make this.
I think if they get to 500 in the next 2 weeks by the bye week.
I have optimism against the Seahawks. I really do. I think that they've got a chance
too.
I thought Mariota last night did just enough. I mean, he made some mistakes. He made some boneheaded throws, and he made some mistakes behind the line of scrimmage, I thought, where he just took too long. And, by the way he stands there waiting for the snap, he just looks like the kid that doesn't want to play football. It's kind of weird watching how he stands there waiting for the ball. But he made a couple of throws. Dude, that pass, the touchdown to Terry, that was Russell Wilson looked at that and went, dang, that was over.
I know John was like, what the fuck was that? I thought it was a great ball. I thought it was
Hey, can we also did Debo catch the ball before that play? I mean, I know he dropped it, but is kicking the pylon 2 feet?
I don't know.
Because if you're diving for the end zone and you hit the pylon, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, once you touch the pylon, I think that's part of the field. So yeah, you're in.
Also, while we're talking about
all the way out of bounds and kick it.
While we're talking weird rules, I have a question for you. When Rasheed Rice hit the Quan Martin in the face with the ball, why wasn't that 1st and 25? Why was that 1st and 10?
Patrick Mahomes went up and said, "Hey, come on."
I mean, all right, okay, but isn't the rule that if it's after the play, the result stands, then it's 15? That's what I've always thought.
I thought he was trying to throw it.
They called. They called unsportsmanlike conduct on. No, it wasn't. It was unnecessary roughness on Newton for a similar sort of incident. So
All right. So butt pats and head smacks. Butt pats, Jesse. Go ahead. Let's start with offense.
I'm gonna go give it to Brandon Coleman.
Butt pat. Attaboy. Head smack. Get out of here.
All right, I get a head smack.
Attaboy.
And Coleman came in and played very well for Tunsil.
Attaboy.
He definitely deserves one.
Oh, not too hard. We don't need another guy with a bad hamstring.
True.
Right? So, and make sure it's actually Coleman because, you start smacking around in the offensive line, you're better than even chance of hitting Chris Paul, who had a good game last night too. So for him.
Attaboy.
All right, Scotty, who you got?
I have got on offense with Terry.
Attaboy.
Two good catches. He wasn't amazing, but 2 good catches and one of them a touchdown. So yeah.
I thought
That
we
he
got a
injured
good
himself
call on
on.
the touchdown. I really do. I thought if they would have come back and said that his toe came up before he actually controlled the ball, because it was just in his hands when the toe was. I mean, the atoms of his toe were leaving the turf. I'm glad they gave it to him.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did. But if they would have said nope, I would have said fuck. I wouldn't. It's that close. But what a play!
Then the tweets come out. Who all those clowns that says Terry wasn't top tier?
Hey, Tim. What's going on? Jesse calling Tim Meek out right away. Yeah, Tim's our friend.
Attaboy.
I have a weird one for you because this one got a little bit of hate. Josh Connerly played a pretty decent game.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
It was terrible.
Wait. The blaming him on is Cosme's fault. Because Debo has the chip. He's responsible for the edge. Cosme goes to the left for no reason.
He did.
Connerly had no sacks given up. Connerly had no pressures given up. That's what you want an offensive lineman to do.
Back your mouth up off the microphone.
I thought he was terrible.
Yeah.
Based off of that exact play.
But that's not him.
How
How can you blame? You're not.
I'd have to watch it back.
Because watch Cosme. Cosme slides to the left. Debo chips him right into Connerly's lap, and then someone just goes free from where Cosme was.
Oh, okay. Shit. Sorry. I think I need a hearing aid. I thought you said watch Cosby, and I'm thinking,
no,
is he going to drug some woman? Was that advice that should have been followed way back in the day? But no, watch Cosby. And you're right. When I saw that play, I thought it was Cosby's fault.
Cosme slides to the left. I mean, there's two guys rushing from the left, two guys rushing from the right. We sent 4 to the left and 1 to the right.
I didn't think that the offensive line played that bad of a game. I thought that Mariota at times, now again, I can't see all the way down the field to see what's actually going on, but I thought there were times that he hesitated. There were times that he didn't get the ball out as fast as he could. The touchdown to Terry was amazing, but it was an ephus ball, and if anybody,
well, it was the second one for Jimmy McNichols too.
Yeah, he had another one that was like a freaking third down that it was like it was an ephus pass up and over the edge. So those were lucky, I think, that somebody's not going to come in and take those away. So, all right, butt pats, Maxwell. What do you got on offense?
I just gave mine. It's your turn.
You gave it to Connerly?
I did.
All right.
Attaboy.
I'm going to give it. He didn't have much of an impact on the game, but I think we still have not yet seen the best of, and we're seeing better and better every week of Luke McCaffrey.
Attaboy.
Who is also Mr. 40. All right. Copyright John and Jesse, Bleeding Burgundy podcast. And in the chat one day, we realized, hey, this dude gets to the 40 every kickoff. Got to the 43 on his one try the other night or last night. I don't know what he got in the second half, if he got any. But they seem to be kicking it to Jalen Lane. And who wouldn't kick it to Jalen Lane? He likes to let it go out of bounds at the 1 yard line. All right. So we'll start off. You got any more butt pats on offense there?
No.
Got a big play from Ben Sinnott.
Yeah, I do. Ben Sinnott.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Great play. Good catch. Good throw.
He had a bad block the play before, but
I think we'll see a little bit more of him.
He's had a good game.
I think we were. I was talking to somebody, or John, you were talking to somebody. I came in on about Ben Sinnott and how he, everybody's disappointed
by the second round pick.
Yeah, about the second round picks, and again, I've said it a million times. Takes 3 years for most tight ends, not named Brock Bowers, to really get control of everything you have to do as a tight end. It's not just blocking, or it's not just catching pass or running routes. So hopefully we'll see some more, just like we're seeing more of Luke McCaffrey and how he's developing. And of course, McCaffrey's taking opportunities, and he deserves a butt pat as well.
Yeah, that's what I just gave him.
Attaboy.
One of their butt pats. I'll tell you what. I said it before. I was mystified why McCaffrey wasn't getting targets. He was on the field a lot last year. It wasn't like he was, standing on the sidelines. He just wasn't getting the ball thrown to him. This year, he's had an opportunity to be in a bigger role, and I think he's played his way in. I sincerely hope that when Jaden comes back this Sunday, because Adam Schefter can kiss my ass, that he continues, man. To use him, keep utilizing him. That was a nice toe tap he had on the sidelines, man. That was really nice. Big play, I thought.
And Schefter came out earlier today saying that there's questions on if he's going to be able to play next week, but then he's practicing, as Quinn said in his press conference.
He's trending in the right direction,
Yeah. So
we'll find out more on Friday.
We need Jay Daniels to play.
Scotty, you got any more butt pats on offense? Or we already did?
No.
All right.
Nope.
All right. Let's start down here with Max with butt pats on defense.
I'll take the low-hanging fruit with Marshawn Lattimore.
Got
your head around.
Oh, yeah. Not only that, but the ball was right there, man. He just
not even just that play. I mean, he played very well for that game. He scored I think it was like a 92 defensive grade.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was some confidence boosting for him as well. So hopefully it continues in the future.
I hope so.
We need it.
If he'd recovered that fumble, that would have been huge.
Amos didn't have a good game, and I don't know what's going on with Mikey. I don't even want to talk about that.
I thought Amos had a good game.
He had an okay game. He had a couple of plays that were good, and then he had a couple of plays that weren't so good.
It's the same
bad games. He had some bad plays. I meant in that game.
Yeah, he did. He had some bad plays, and he had some good plays.
Every player does. It's the NFL.
Well, some players don't, but we don't have those guys. All right, so let's see. Butt pat on defense. Jessy, did I miss you, Scotty?
Yeah.
Hard for me to keep track of three guys.
It's okay. Lattimore. Who said Lattimore?
The only one that's gone.
Max did. Lowest hanging fruit.
Okay, so we're going this way around. Okay. On defense, Jeremy Reeves. He had a good game. He was flying around. It was pretty good.
Yeah. What about you, Jessy? You got a butt pat?
Jacob Martin. I mean, he's had himself a season now. He got 2 sacks, and I think he's got 3 sacks in the past 2 games. So,
and he got called for a very bad fucking penalty that would have been a 4th sack.
Yeah.
The helmet flew off.
We needed somebody after Dorrance, season cut short, to step up and get those numbers. But I think it's being helped by the defensive line, and I won't say any more until John does his butt pat for defense.
Oh, all right. I'll tell you what. Now you made me think about something else. But Jacob Martin, how long do we have him signed for? He came in as a free agent this year.
1 year, I believe.
1 year deal.
Yeah.
All right. That's all right. I mean, he's, I think, an 8-year pro. Not like he's got a lot of miles on the tires. So I like to see what he's been doing. I like to see it continue. And I'd like to see him be able to become something that we can use to build on. All right. My butt pat for defense is really the defensive line. It's interchangeable, but I thought that they played a very good game. A lot of people were speculating whether or not Daron Payne was going to play because Sheldon Day
was questionable. Yeah. I didn't think he was going to.
He didn't practice all week.
The thing is, Sheldon Day coming up doesn't mean anything about Daron Payne. They play them together all the time.
It's the first time Sheldon Day's been up, though.
No, he was up last week, too.
Was he?
Yes,
yeah, this is his second one, yeah.
Yeah, he was. You can't miss him out there on the field. It's just he's.
I think Newton. I'm not Newton, but Kinlaw deserves a butt pat too. He just on that defensive line.
Yeah, let's hope his injury is not too serious.
Yeah,
that'll be good.
It's a bicep injury, from what they've said.
Ooh.
Probably because he was bench pressing that guard and throwing him at Patrick Mahomes. He did get in here and rumble.
Bicep, that's nerve wracking. I don't like the sound of that at all.
Could be minor. Might be a week off. I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, it could be.
All right, let's do some head smacks. Let's do some head smacks on offense.
Can I give Johnny Newman a butt pat, please?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I don't think he'll mind.
Egregious call on the Mahomes thing at the end. I thought it was ridiculous, but got a sack when
he made a couple of nice plays stringing out the run earlier in the game too. I do like it when he's on the field. And there was somebody I was talking with last week that had pointed out that he really wasn't playing too many of the snaps. He was playing like 23% of the snaps, which wasn't he a second round pick too? I think he would need a little bit more, man. Let's get him going.
Yeah, no, you got 2 first rounders up there taking, probably 40 to 50% of the snaps. I mean,
yeah,
Payne's having a good year, even though he didn't have the greatest game yesterday. But overall, he's having a good year, even though he doesn't have those sack numbers.
All right, well, give me a head smack on defense, Jesse.
Oh shit. I'm gonna have to go Sanders still again. We need to see more from him, and we're seeing the same mistakes time in, time out. Either Sanders still and Lattimore, or this game was Sanders still and Amos. Still some kind of confusing, especially when it's in zone, when you're passing off players. They need to fix that.
Yeah, I would agree. Go ahead, Scotty.
Jeremy Reeves again. Even though he got a butt back, he's also getting a head smack. It was stupid. There was no need to give away that 15-yard penalty.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Mike? Go ahead.
You talking about Quan?
Was it Quan who did? I thought it was Jeremy Reeves.
That was Quan.
Quan had a bad one.
Then. Okay.
Well, yeah, you had Quan. I'm gonna have Newton for the 15-yard penalty at the end of the game.
Yeah, understand that.
You know better. Like when the whistle blows, you let him go, and
it's
not
28-7. It's Patrick.
Let him go in terms of I'm gonna throw him to the ground.
It's 28-7. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's fourth quarter. They're running all over you. You got him in your arms. Throw that motherfucker to the ground. Throw him to the floor, as they would say.
I understand.
All right, my head smack on defense. It was Tyler. I thought that play to Travis Kelce where he leaked out like that was a big one. It was a backbreaker at the time. I think it was going to be 3rd and 5, which they may have gotten, but at the same time, he went for forever, and he had not been much of a factor in the game prior to that, other than bobbling that pass up, so that we could get an interception.
But it's Quan Martin on that, John.
No, Martin was blitzing. It was Martin.
Yeah, but he was blitzing too long, and he didn't pick the block up, and he let Travis Kelce just eke out the side.
Yeah, I thought it was Owens that was responsible for that. Owens is responsible for that flat over there because
I need to watch that one back.
Quan's coming in on the blitz. All right, we'll have to watch some people that are smarter than us when it comes to film.
Yeah,
tell us all about that. All right, so you got a list. Scott's got a list for us today.
I have, yeah.
All right. All right, trade deadline's coming up. We want to play a little buy or sell. And who do we have that we might be able to sell?
Can I say I've missed that graphic? I've missed Scott having a list.
It's been a while since. You're always doing fucked up shit to Scott's head.
Well, there you go. If we're sellers, who could we sell? I think Noah I is definitely on the trade block. He was on the trade block before he was on before. People were interested in before the season started. So I think he may be on his way out. Deron Payne is probably our only real asset that we've got at the moment. Lattimore, if you could get anything for him, potentially.
Good. Thankfully, he had that big game last night because that might shine up the turd a little bit.
Debo, would you get rid of Debo?
I think we sign him for another contract next year. I think Debo's on this team next year.
I agree.
Coleman is another one, but obviously with injuries.
If it wasn't for last night, yeah, but seeing how well he played, I like him right now as a swing tackle.
I think we've got to keep our offensive line and depth intact. I don't want to get rid of.
We do got.
Somebody offers us something for Allegretti. If somebody offers us some chewed up gum,
give me a peanut for Allegretti. They can have.
You seen that from David there? What he's saying there? Have you heard that? He said, "Have you heard that in the dressing room after the final whistle, Commanders players blamed our backup quarterback for the loss, and there was a bit of verbal set too."
I hadn't heard that. Where'd that come from?
I haven't heard anything about that. I don't think this team would do that.
No, I don't think so either. That would be surprising to me.
Would be. On the other side of it, if we're going to be buyers, which I don't think we will be,
you're missing a big player.
Go on, Ertz. I don't know who. Terry
McLaurin. Is this contract tradable?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You think?
I'm being dead serious.
Well, I mean, obviously, if we're going to talk about any kind of things that we're going to try to recoup some draft picks and build some capital on,
Terry would be the one that we'd get the most for.
Yeah, but how much?
Third round pick.
All right, so a 3rd round pick for him, a 4th for Duran, and anybody else.
You could probably get a 3rd for Duran as well. I think.
Maybe.
I still think he's a premium.
John Bates. Does anybody give up anything for a block?
I don't want to get rid of John Bates. You might be able to get a little bit more for Payne, because he does have 1 more year left of control.
Right,
So
that's true.
Maybe a 3rd.
That's true. So, if we're going to sell, all right, which I think was what we ought to do, I don't think that signals the end of the season, because I don't think anybody that we mentioned there outside of Terry makes that much of an effect on where the season's going to go. I mean, Duran Payne we would miss, but I think that we could overcome that, especially since the defensive line has been inconsistent anyway. But
on the
right now, the season's in limbo. I know everybody's ready to freaking jump off the cliff, but hey, stranger things have happened. We're 3-5. There's 9 games to go, right?
On the Terry contract, John, it's just over 17 mil this year cap hit, and it's 18.5 mil next year with an out of the contract as well.
No, that's easy.
If you're tradable, so if you're a trading team, that's not a bad amount of money to pay for a receiver.
Let's see. Snap God, he said
we wouldn't have to pay all the 17 mil this year because we've paid half of it already.
Exactly.
Snap God, he says, any concerns with the franchise quarterback and the injuries he's had so far this year? No, not really. I mean, no, not really. I think that it's football. Players get hurt. He's not the only one. And even though he's a quarterback,
look at Lamar Jackson. He's missed how many games this year?
Yeah. Lamar missed the whole season to a knee.
He's going to miss a game every year. I would probably put money on that.
He is slight of build. That's a fact. And that's going to matter here and there. But I personally think that injuries it's a fluke. It either happens or it doesn't, right? Look what happened to Cam Scatterbo.
But you have a good if you have a good backup quarterback, then that could really help. And I think Mariota is a good backup quarterback.
What about
zero?
He says no RG3 memories. No,
zero. No, this is
RG3.
Not even close to the RG3.
RG3 was a one-trick pony. Jaden's not. By the way, Scatterbo is a Scandinavian word that means boy, your foot's on backwards.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was nasty. But you know what? People go, yeah, you're terrible for making jokes. Why are you making jokes? Nobody's dead.
Scott did that.
Nobody's died.
I didn't do that.
You said too soon. Scott gave me the too soon when I said that.
I did. I was watching the replay at the time going, that's grim. Yeah.
Nobody died.
So does no one think we're buyers? But I mean, here's some of the players that I've been told are on the trade blocks. You got Cam Jordan, Arden Key might be a good one at edge rusher for a 7th rounder from Tennessee. Jalen Phillips, edge rusher. Bradley Chubbs, edge rusher. Jermaine Johnson, edge rusher. Will McDonald, edge rusher. Michael Carter, edge rusher. Cam Taylor-Britt, corner, and Breece Hall.
Breece Hall.
Bradley Chubb might be interesting if you can get him for a 7th round pick.
Chubb or even
Chubb, you're probably going to look at a 5th.
Chop Robinson is you might have to get up a little bit more for Chop Robinson because he's younger.
Arden Key would be a good signing for a 7th rounder.
It's somebody that's a future.
Yeah,
I don't want to
we can't afford to give up anything more than a 7th round pick. We can't afford to give up anything more than a 7th round. Don't we have 2 7th rounders or do we have 2
6s? 2 6s, Jesse. Yeah,
right. And I mean, I want to keep them as many of them close to the vest as possible, and I don't want to make any trades that say, okay, we think we can make a long run here because we can't at the moment. And who knows what might happen in the next 2 weeks? We got Seattle, and then what's after that? Oh, Miami,
Detroit.
Miami. We'll get to the Falcons on Friday for fuck's sake.
Oh.
All right. I think that should about cover us, huh?
If I can answer James's question real quick.
Please answer James's question.
So he asked what do you think Cliff's move next season will be? I think he's going to go where Lane Kiffin goes.
I think Cliff will be here.
I have thought that Lane Kiffin is going to leave Ole Miss and Cliff Kingsbury will take over Ole Miss.
Lane Kiffin was fired for cause.
My opinion is we're not going to see Cliff in the college. If anything, he will move to an NFL team, but I don't think he's going anywhere.
Depends, man. Money talks. We'll see what happens. All right, right before the show started, Jesse said to me, can we get this in under an hour? And what do you know, looking at right there, we got 6 seconds to go, everybody. We've been very happy to talk to you about this really shitty game last night. We'll be back on Friday. Everybody push the thumbs up, push the like, tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your sister, tell your girlfriend, tell everybody that you effing well know about the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. And trust me, we will send you all $100. No, we won't. We're not sending you anything.
Let's say who's doing that.
All right, no, nobody's doing that. But if they tuned out right before we gave the disclaimer there, they might tell everybody that they know. So you should do it anyway because I do it for you. All right, so until Friday at 5:30, we will see you all.